Hi guys, I'm Ryan McVeigh, and I'm going to answer a very important question that people ask when buying a new car is, what's my old car worth or what's my trade value worth? And how do you determine that? Well, I'm going to go through an example here to show you how we do that. So the first thing we always ask is, what does your car sell for? So we're going to look on Craigslist, AutoTrader, Kijiji, or the other software that people use wherever you live, and find out what your average market price of your car is. We're then going to take into account what your history is. So did you have any accidents? Did you import it from another country? Things like that. And then what kind of equipment do you have on it? Did you get the all-wheel drive? Did you get the manual transmission? Those can influence how many people want that specific model of car. So using an example, we're going to use a car that sells for about $20,000. Once we know that a car should sell for around $20,000, we then go into what does your car need to get the $20,000 that the dealership thinks it should sell for. The first thing is we're going to go through and allow for a safety inspection. So for transferring from one owner to the next, make sure that the insurance is good. This usually costs about 125 bucks. The next one's a detail. That's also about 125 bucks. And you can expect a little bit more here if you've smoked in your car, if you've spilled milk in your car, or you have a pet that sheds a lot in your car and smells. Some of those things don't come out, and they could actually depreciate the value of your overall car. And then miscellaneous. So this on average is anywhere between 750 bucks. This will be lower if you have a newer import car that's still under warranty, or it'll be higher if you're on an older domestic car. From there, the dealership determines what do they need to make on this vehicle, or what kind of margin should we keep. On a car like this, it would usually be about $2,500. And this is influenced mainly on price point and demand. So how fast does your car sell? If your car sells quite fast, it's a very hot commodity. Dealers will take a smaller margin knowing it's a quicker sale versus a car that's going to be sitting on the car lot. Maybe you bought a yellow car and it's just not popular. They might want a little bit of a higher margin to compensate for it sitting on the lot for 2 or 3 months. So if you take your selling price minus what it needs for reconditioning and then the margin, it comes up to about $16,500. Now at first look, people would say, okay, a car that sells for $20,000 privately, the dealership's only going to give me $16,500. Why would anybody trade in? Well, because there's a thing called tax savings. And tax savings on your new car, say for example you were buying a car that's $40,000 and you're trading in a car that's not 20 but 16,500, you're only paying taxes on the balance, which is 23,500. You're not paying taxes on the whole 40, you're only paying taxes on the 23,500. So there's whatever the taxes are in your state or province. For here it's 12%. So if you times 16,500 by the 12%, it comes up to 18,480. Gets that gap a little smaller. But some people the question could still be out there, well, for $1,500, I'm still going to try and sell it myself. I think I can get another 1,500 bucks. Once you factor in the fact that if a dealership's asking $20,000 for a vehicle, with warranties and with services and financing options and such, you're going to have to sell it for a little bit less to make a deal. On average, let's say between a dealership that is offering those things and a private sale, it's about $1,000. So now you factor in between 18,480 and 19, you're only about $520. And that's why most people determine for zero work, I can drop off my dirty car, pick up a new clean car for $520. It just makes sense to go that route. So that's a simple analogy of how we determine trade value. And if you have any more questions, just comment below. My name is Ryan McVeigh. Thanks for watching.